Hey, what's up, gamers? It's AJ again from 1212 Games with another 12-minute gameplay video for you. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a 12-minute taste of the 1993 Sega Genesis classic, Flashback. Let me just get the sound on here. We'll get underway. As you may have noticed, this is not actually the Genesis version. Technically speaking, this is the PlayStation 4 version, played on the PlayStation 5, but I believe this anniversary re-release is based on the Sega Genesis version of the game. And it actually opens with a cutscene before the game starts, so since I'm just basically starting from the beginning, I'm just going to show the cutscene real quick and then jump into the game. So here we go. What you see when you first fire up the game. That is the game's protagonist being chased by two enemies trying to stop him or kill him. Steals a hover bike. Flies out of the base and is being pursued further. And is shot down and presumed dead. Okay, so here we go. And so we're going to be playing the 1993 classic version to get the full effect. I don't actually care for a lot of the filters and enhancements they've added. The Sega CD version, which was released a couple years after the Genesis version, is, in my opinion, the best version of the game. As the gameplay is the same, but they enhance the cutscenes from the kind of somewhat low quality, although still charming animation that you just saw to some actually pretty decent for the time CGI cutscenes. And they added a full soundtrack, which this game has very minimal music, the original. The soundtrack is, I think it adds quite a bit to the gameplay, and is actually quite good as well. But unfortunately, this version doesn't give us the option to play the Sega CD version, so the Sega Genesis version is definitely the second best. So here we go. Just doing normal difficulty. So this is Conrad after the accident, waking up in the jungles of Titan, and I'm not sure if that's a terraformed futuristic version of the moon of Saturn, or this is supposed to be like a distant planet in another solar system. But either way, we're in the jungles of Titan, that's all we know. And as you can see, he accidentally knocked over that little cube thing. So I believe you're supposed to find that first. Yep. Holocube. This game was famous because it used rotoscope animation, which means that the animation was based off of live action footage so they actually got, don't want to go down there. So they filmed a real actor basically running and jumping, and then just base the animation off of that to make it as realistic as possible. Basically, they were inspired by the 1989 game Prince of Persia. I think that was one of the first to use that in a video game. Oh, here we go. Watching the Hall Cube now. Hi, Conrad. You must be wondering how you recorded this message without remembering it. Good question, but it would take too long to explain, and time is short. And if you want to save your hide, you must contact your old friend Ian in New Washington. He'll explain it all there. Good luck, and watch your back, because it's my life you're playing with. You do have a gun. There we go. You can roll as well, which is kind of cool. A lot of different movement options, which was pretty decent for the time. According to the creator of this game, Conrad was inspired by Marty McFly, I guess. I can kind of see the resemblance. I always thought it was more Deckard, Harrison Ford's character from Blade Runner. But who am I to argue with the game's creator? Maybe it was both. Who knows? Ooh. I've played this for a while, so forgot what you're supposed to do. Alright, I think you just, yep, there we go. You just have to run at the wall and not press up. He'll jump automatically. Okay, that little flashing thing was definitely not in the original. That's weird. So we're doing the 1993 version, but they still added some new additions apparently. Oh, street art, that's why. Okay, whatever, I'll allow it. That's a mutant, I believe. I don't know if that's one of the regular inhabitants of Titan, but they will kill you if they see you. Oh, yeah. Nice. I didn't even mean to do that. Some credits, I think. As you can see, this game is a little bit slow, but I think the music really helped on the Sega CD version. Really? Just have to get closer. If you time it right, you're supposed to be able to blow up that antenna, which is what I did before. Doesn't seem to be working this time. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna do this the hard way, I guess. See? Just like that. Right, let's see what happens here. Yeah, of course that happened. Maybe I can run. There we go. Ooh. That's the wrong button. I mean, this game is kind of slow and methodical and a bit more cerebral than your average platformer. You got to kind of figure out through repetition where to go and what you need. It's almost like an adventure game crossed with a platform, like a classic PC adventure game like King's Quest or something like that. But I do think the soundtrack, the full soundtrack on the Sega CD, definitely added something that was missing. Oh crap. I forgot to make a crouch. Yeah, okay. Oh no. And it sent me back to the D. I was hoping to have done a little bit better than that. Well, it's actually already been 12 minutes. So, just give me a minute to... See, now it's not working. Oh, there we go. Just my timing is off. I did like that little touch where I went to the ledge up above and you could see some little dirt and rocks fall from underneath. That's kind of a nice little touch. Okay. There we go. I don't know how he missed me, but okay. I guess we can end it there. Sorry that wasn't a little bit more riveting, but still a very good game. As I said, it is a bit slower and more cerebral and methodical than your average platformer, but definitely worth playing. It's got a nice sci-fi plot involving memory erasure and an intergalactic conspiracy. So, yeah, with a fair amount of nods to classic movies of the day thrown in as well. And if you have access to the Sega CD version, I would definitely recommend playing that version, but the Genesis and the Super Nintendo version is pretty decent as well. It's right up there with the Genesis. Or this new version that is on Steam and Switch and PlayStation consoles, and perhaps Xbox too, I'm not sure. Obviously, that's going to be the easiest to track down these days, but again, this is based off the Sega Genesis version. But you should definitely give it a shot if you're into games like this. I don't think it will disappoint. And if you played Flashback, if you're well aware of it, especially from back in the day. I hope you enjoyed this little look at the 25th anniversary release. As always, thank you for joining me, and until the next time.